So we're here with Mr. Cameron Scott.
How you doing?
I would say a new recruit to the Slinfold first team for the 2017 season. How's your season going so far, Cam?
It's been a bit mixed so far. I got a bit of mixed availability. I got 0 the first week, but luckily last week I scratched around and got a couple of runs.
Yeah, you scored a 48, too short of your first 50 back to the club after a few years out. What's your take on that?
It was pretty disappointing. Thought I threw my wicket away, but hopefully there's still more time in the season to get some runs.
Yeah, and then tonight, you had a fantastic spell with the ball. What was your figures?
Well, 4 for 26 in 4 overs.
Tom Philby, are you listening? 4 for 26, and you took a catch as well.
Yeah, there was a bowler very heavy ball, so when I threw in that full toss, I'm not surprised that he couldn't hit it off the square. I was pretty happy to.
And tell us about your drop at camp.
It was a pretty big catch. It was for the first wicket of the game, and I buckled under pressure. I know there's a few people had him in the fantasy team, the bowler, so I was trying to stiff them a little bit there. It's tactical.
And tell me about this ring, this lip ring you have here.
It was a fishing accident.
Fishing?
Yeah, somebody was giving it that one on the dance floor, and next thing, and now it's stuck ever since.
And then one more thing before you go. Before you went out, you overheard Mr. Luke Daniel saying he would run out.
Yeah, he wanted to see Ben Overton back, and he's made a horrible call to stitch his team, and he's seen the ball just there next to the stumps, and he's just thrown down the river there.
All right, there you go, Mr. Cameron Scott. Thank you for being on Slinfold Fan TV. You've got your request. Mr. Ben Overton is playing in this game. I think he's at 3.
Yeah, so hopefully I'm out there long enough to bat with the big fella. If you see me run out Dento, that's why. To try and bat with the
legend himself.
almighty legend. Right, so here we are with Ben Overton for Slinfold Fan TV. Thank you for joining us.
Pleasure.
First of all, can you talk about what these derby games mean to Slinfold? You play Broadchief tonight, and what do these derby games mean?
Yeah, we've got a very strong local cricket community, and we've got people we like to play regularly. The more you play people, the more like these lads tonight, we'll get to know them. We've had some big battles against some local teams in recent years, notably Southwater, who obviously sadly we're unable to play league cricket against this year, but maybe in a few years' time we'll be back in the same division with them.
Yeah, and looking ahead to the weekend, you've got Horsham as well, so that's another local game. I guess we're looking forward to continuing the league start as well this weekend.
Very, very positive start for everyone. My feeling for the last 3 weeks is that we started slow. We started very slowly, and we relied on a couple of people, and we were a little bit sluggish for the first 2 games, but we really woke up on Saturday down at Stirling's. A really, really good, strong all-round performance. I was really pleased with it, and I know the players were pumped up for it. They were great, a great atmosphere amongst the players. And I think looking forward to Horsham, we've got nothing to fear. We're playing on a high, we're playing really good cricket. We've got a rare position now, the first time that I can remember being involved, that we're having to deselect players. You know, yourself and obviously Richard Harris, moving down to the second team, which can only strengthen our second team in great competition. I'm really excited. The weather's set fair. I'm hoping 1 or 2 of the batters come to the party, including obviously Sean and Mush this week, but very excited.
So just to finish off, we spoke on Saturday to Martin Hayes, okay, and he said that you've reportedly said that if him and his 2 brothers, so Andrew and Adi, get on the park, you'll consider making a permanent return from retirement. Is that true? Can you just confirm the rumours for us?
Yeah, I think this is a great opportunity to put the record straight on that one. The word permanent was never, is never, and will never be used in any phrase about me playing cricket. However, you know, there's no doubt watching me bat tonight that I have a place at this club. You know, I've got high aspirations if I'm going to be playing cricket at this level. I'm not saying I carried the team tonight, that would be unfair, but I won the game. And this club, knowing you've got people like me and Hainsey, up your sleeve, and other people can only go from strength to strength. To answer your question, because I wanted to obviously mention my innings tonight, 6-4s.
Yeah. Sensational.
Thank you. To answer your question, I've been involved with this cricket club on and off since I don't know, around about 40 years. I was playing cricket in the garage over there with Andrew Haynes at the age of 11. This cricket club's in my blood. Those boys are very old friends of mine. It would be fantastic to get together with Martin, Ady, Andrew, perhaps even one or two others, and maybe even get a Jack Haynes in there, maybe even big old Ian Haynes might even come out for one game, who knows, but it'd be lovely to play with those guys. Yeah, really fantastic, an honour for me, an honour.
And then last of all, there was a bit of a calamity in your innings. It was all thorough throughout, a majestic 45. But there was one moment of madness that involved you and Sean. Can you just explain to us what happened there?
Yeah, it's difficult for me to ever admit I'm wrong in front of Sean, because I'm not generally. However, on this occasion, I would say there was a mix-up. I would say I was very tired, so my voice wasn't carrying as well as it can. I think if I'd have been less tired, I might have been able to get that yes out quickly. I don't know why Sean stopped halfway down the wicket and then started again. Only he can answer that question. I did apologise, and I remain apologetic. I think part of the problem in this club is the success of the Fantasy League cricket.
Yeah.
I think I'm finding, as a cricketer, I think some of the other boys are finding, we're getting undue pressure on us to perform or not to perform because of that point system, which is, to me, corrupt. It's verging on illegal in many ways. However, if you're a big, strong player, I think you can cope with these situations. I hope you're enjoying the competition. I know you were buzzing about several performances tonight, Luke, if I can ask you.
Brilliant, some brilliant performances.
Who was your highlight of the
I'd say,
match?
well, it's got to be Cam Scott bowling 4 for 26, but Ben Overton getting me 2 catches. Yeah, and then Ben, of course, getting me a not out and a 45. Cam could have got me a not out, but unfortunately he's let the side down. But we're chasing down Lux 11. We're chasing it down.
Can I just ask you one question, Luke? Yeah. I mean, I don't want to hijack your interview. You're a good interviewer, but I'd like to ask you how you're feeling in your position now, being back in the second team this week, performing a pivotal role, and last week, and probably playing for them this week. How do you feel about your cricket at the moment?
Oh, it's just wherever the club needs me. I think I'm happy to play in the twos. I'm happy to get my runs in the twos and earn my place back in the ones. I think has to be a fair way to get back in the ones, and the guys in the first team deserve to be there 100%. So
you're not just saying that?
No, I'm not just saying that, because we're one club, and we have always been one club. We didn't get recent success, 3 promotions for 3 different teams in 3 years without being one club. So that's my take.
Yeah, and I think on a personal note, I don't think anyone would disagree with that. And I think people like you who have the club's blood running through your veins are fantastic for the club. I know several people in the first team that can't wait to see you back in there, and that healthy competition for places can only be a good thing.
Yes, hopefully I'll be back soon, and we'll wrap it up there.
No, just 2 questions before we shut off. 2 questions to Mr. Overton.
Yes, the king.
So this is your 10th time coming out of retirement, I've been told. How does it feel to be back out in the middle?
I think you're right, actually. I think it is 10. I always said I'd only come back 10 times.
Cricket's Ronnie O'Sullivan.
I suppose I could make it 11. 10 is a nice number, but maybe I won't stop for a little while. However, I have taken a pretty nasty rap on my foot. What's the question?
And then the final question is, you have one of the highest averages in the club after just playing 2 games. I think 81, is it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's another good opportunity to mention I'm 12th in the all-time run-getting stats for this club. I don't like to talk about it, as everyone knows. I'm averaging 81. I'm modest about it. I've got 1 not out. I was gutted to be out in my first match, to be honest. I don't think unless you've batted 5 times you can call yourself as having an average, but I'm not grumbling about it. I felt pretty good. I had a nice piece of wood in my hand. Thank you, John. Always nice to have your wood in my hand. You know, what can I do? You know what? It might come to the point where I actually do take a little trip up to Sports Direct and buy myself a £50 bat. Who knows? It might come to that.
Well, thank you, Ben. I know everyone who watches Slinfold Fan TV wanted to see this interview, and you've given the people yet again what they've wanted.
Yeah,
So,
I like to give the people what they want. I'm honoured to be in my role at this club. I wouldn't say I'm box office, but people want to hear what I've got to say. I know once this camera stops, people might have a few things to say to me afterwards.
yeah. So this is me, Ben Overton, for Slinfold Fan TV. We'll catch you next time, where hopefully we do get Guy Thorne. I can't really. So, maybe Sam Graycon, and hopefully someone else. I don't know. We'll see who will turn up.
Just one.